Yes, yes, I did it. I am best forge, father.
Okay. Ugh. Goodness. Well, we have reached the end of a 2-month road. And, we're gonna talk for a little bit. And then after we finish talking, I am going to I'm gonna play a video game. And then we're gonna go from there. I'm actually gonna pull the headphones off for a second. So, here's something I want to say right out of the gate. Like the saint is saying below me, we are never fucking using Kickstarter ever again. There was this weird thought. Also, have a good night, Lupus. I appreciate you, buddy. There was this rumor that Kickstarter will go out of their way to try to promote you on their fucking website. No, they fucking don't. They do not give a shit. They don't give a flying fuck. That is nonsense. In fact, I actually asked them about it. I actually contacted their customer service and asked them what gives. I was told that this is the place where if I want to be a comic book creator and I want to see the platform actually promote my work, that I should be here. And they flat out told me, no, you need to promote your own stuff on your own social media and da-da-da-da. Which, I mean, I do that anyway. But it's like, okay, so that was a rumor that was complete bullshit. So let's get at that just out of the way. Second thing is I got so many fucking spam emails from people on Kickstarter. Do you know how many spam emails I get whenever I've got a campaign on fucking Indiegogo? Maybe one or two. I was getting them daily for the entire first fucking month of this campaign. Another thing I was told is that there are people who casually browse Kickstarter. No, there fucking isn't. That's absolute fucking bullshit. Does not exist. Does not exist. All of the theories and stuff like that I have heard from people or they have said about Kickstarter has been absolute fucking bullshit. So I am never using them again. It's absolutely fucking pointless to use them. Absolutely pointless. So no. So for those of you out there who got frustrated with me for using Kickstarter for this campaign, you are correct. It sucks. I shouldn't have used them. And I won't be from here on in. Now, the second thing about all of this entire campaign, I have been not super comfortable. And I think the reason for it is I didn't know how to express why this campaign even exists in the first place. So I'm putting a couple of gunpla things away. I didn't talk about it. I kind of kept it under wraps. I just said, hey, here's the campaign. You know, we had a trailer made for it. That, by the way, doesn't even work on the fucking page for Kickstarter at all. It just stopped working. Another reason we're never using Kickstarter ever again. I don't have to worry about that with Indiegogo. Their shit actually works. I have problems even logging in on Kickstarter sometimes. The website's a fucking joke. So if we get funded today, I promise you we're never using it again. I promise you this. If we don't, then at some point in the near future, there will be a way for you guys who backed this campaign to get a copy of this story. It just won't be the director's cuts. So you'll get the story, but you won't get all the bonus material. Which is unfortunate, because I want you guys to see the bonus material, because I think it's fucking cool. But, you know, sometimes that just doesn't happen. But what I wanted to talk about is why exactly this campaign got started in the first place. And it's kind of a sad story. Because Jaeger talks about being screwed over. Dude, you haven't even heard the half of it yet. Just wait. The biggest perpetrator of me having a bad day is PayPal. Because their customer support is terrible. So let's talk about this. So Englewood Book 2 on Indiegogo. We're gonna show you a story. Let me actually pull the campaign up. So, this is the original campaign over on Indiegogo. And it did pretty well. $16,000, 232 backers. 2 covers, the original here, then this one by Preston Acevedo. This was and great interior art by Raphael and Brian Martinez, the original Englewood artist. Yeah, Raphael Tristani, tremendous at what he does. Great looking posters. Stuff that was like, of course, we're still doing the crossover with Peregrine, so on and so forth. Campaign was the second time we did it. It was a struggle. I was dealing with some nasty depression, but thanks to some friends boosting my confidence, we got through it. We got through it. We got it funded. And then as time went on, up until the closing of the campaign, we got, what is that? My brain's not working at the moment. We got 66 more customers after that we didn't have beforehand. That's fucking wild, right? Awesome. So the comic book, it gets done, it's finished. By the way, it's been finished. I could actually pull it up for you right now, and I will prove it in case anybody thinks I'm lying. Here it is. Right here. There's the credits, special thanks. And this isn't a print file, this is the full digital comic. If you backed digital on the campaign, you already have this. The book is done. All of it. You can see through all the pages that I'm scrolling that these are different pages. All of it is done. All of it. So if there's anybody out there claiming that I never finished the book or anything like that, now you know it's bullshit. But what happened was we had this campaign. Then we had the 3 Nights Part 2 campaign, which was another successful campaign. We made $15,000 on that. It's still open, by the way. But we're not focusing on that today. The whatchamacallit. So, this was enough money to pay the artists for everything. And then some. We had about $5,000+ left over, which was more than enough to cover the shipping and printing of the books. The problem is we had a shitty bank. So Hatman moved our money, which was between this campaign, the novellas campaign, and the 3 Nights campaign. Moved that into a PayPal account. The account got hacked. We didn't realize it got hacked until it was too late, because the information that PayPal was giving us was faulty information. We had no real way of putting 2 and 2 together. Not in the way that we would have normally thought. They weren't giving us any clues. We didn't have a clue that the account was hacked until months later, when they tried to bill Alex for an overdraft to his PayPal account that they couldn't let him log into. And at one point, they even had said that they didn't recognize his identity. Which that should have been what set off the light bulb on my head, so that's my fucking fault. I should have realized that. Either way, we finally say the magic words. The account is hacked. Then they finally help us get into it. Lo and behold, all the money is stolen. Every single fucking penny. The $5,000 for ENGLEWOOD, and then the rest of the money for 3 Nights' production. 3 Nights is about half penciled. What that means is that effectively Sleeveless Comics, as it was broke. So, Hatman and I have been trying to get law enforcement to investigate this because we were stolen from, and what we're constantly told is something different by each person that we talk to. We talk to PayPal, say, hey, this was stolen, this is a crime, you should help us. They say, no, we're not going to help you because you took too long, even though you're the victims of a crime. You need to go talk to the bank that the money was transferred to. We try to go talk to the bank that the money was transferred to. They tell me and Hatman different stories. They tell Hatman that he needs to have an account there before they'll ever look into it. And even then, they probably wouldn't look into it because it's not his account that was that was stolen from. It was the account with PayPal. I contact that bank. They tell me we need to contact local police. So we contact local police. Local police says they can't do anything about it. That because it's an interstate crime and it's a white-collar crime, we have to contact the FBI. So we did. And we have not heard back from them. And generally speaking, how the FBI handles cases like this is they take all of the tips and then they basically build a case against whoever did it if they have effectively done this to multiple bank accounts. Effectively meaning that we're never going to get our money back. We were the victims of a fucking felony, and neither the federal, state, or local governments will help us. At all. And then some jackass, probably from Ukraine, stole your money that you guys gave to us for a product and probably bought himself a new car that got blown up by some Russian. Or it was a Russian kid who did it and it got blown up by a Ukrainian. I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm fucking pissed. So, I figured the book is finished. And if the book is finished, that means any sales of it are pure profit. Meaning I could plug that pure profit into shipping and sending out this book. Now, there's not a lot of people in here. I'm talking to a very small audience. I'm if this campaign does not get funded, I get it. I get it. You know, I shouldn't have gone with Kickstarter, I don't think. And like I said, I'm never using them again. So let me show you guys where we're at with the process. Now that we know that the comic book exists. I mean, I've shown physical copies of it before. The physical copy, the only physical copy I got that I have, that I brought home with me from my session out in North Carolina, because there's about 50 copies that are printed. The only one that I kept, I brought home with me so I could show it to my mom during the holidays. When she said, "Can I keep this?" I said, "Absolutely." So my mother got a signed copy of the book before anybody else did, but she really liked it. So that made me happy, at least. But, what I want to show you guys is the uphill battle that Hatman and I are in. So this is what we calculated. I calculated this through... Let me see if I can increase the size of this. There you go. This is what I calculated. The costs of what we're looking at in regards to printing these books. This is the biggest expense. So, what we are looking at, the amount that we still need to print, and some of these we could probably adjust. We might not need as many, but the initial cover of book 2, we need to print at least 150 more of these. The cost of that at U.S. standard size, so a standard size comic book, perfect bound, is $1,377. Then for the black and white covers, we got to print 40 of those. That's going to cost us $454. Same thing with the Preston Aceveda cover. We got about 40 of those that need to go out. Costs the same amount. Then for the book 1 reprints, need to print 75 of those, and that's going to cost $655. Total book costs would be $2,940. We also need to print off the posters. Those are dirt cheap. We can get them all, and we can get all of this shipped together. I've already talked to Mixum about it to cut down on shipping costs. What we are looking at to print all of the books is we would owe $3,040 plus the shipping costs to my logistics guy. You guys know Xavier. He's doing the logistics on this. Xavier is a machine with fulfillment. He's very good with it. As for those of you guys who got your copy of Peregrine, you saw how good it came in good condition. The packaging was good. It was tight, snug. Xavier is very, very anal about making sure that these things are in prime condition once you get your hands on them. He is. I couldn't ask for a better logistics guy than Xavier. I give Xavier shit sometimes because Xavier is Xavier and Xavier does Xavier things. But I love the guy to death, and what he does well, he does very well. And when these get shipped to... Well, the books won't go to him. They'll come to me first. So technically they wouldn't be going to logistics. They'd be going to me. Because all of these, I'm going to sign for everybody. Now, one thing I will say is everything in the Kickstarter campaign... Those books that get sold there, those are going to be included in here. That's how I calculated it. Because I figured we would probably only get maybe 20 or 30 backers. In which case, the overprint, we wouldn't see much different. In fact, what little increase we might see in this dollar amount, or this dollar amount, or this dollar amount, would still affect with a... would give this number a decrease of probably $900 some odd dollars, meaning that the amount that we have to pay goes down. Now, here's the thing. I have not been able to have steady work. I've been able to take freelance gigs over the last 7 or 8 months, maybe even longer than that, to keep myself afloat. But I have not really made a whole lot of money. YouTube has effectively been keeping me afloat these last few months because there's been less editing gigs that I've been able to get hired on for. Which, of course, hurts financially. So, now all of that seems to be changing because there's a lot of places in my area that are actually starting to interview people, meaning that I could just take a part-time job at a place I could walk to, and work there and make more than enough money for rent and other stuff, and my back and my leg have mostly healed now, so I can walk wherever the fuck I want. But this is what we're looking at, and it's going to cost another couple grand to ship, meaning these would be shipped out in waves. The first people that would get their books would be the people that got the box tier. That would be the first wave. So 1 week we would send those out. Week number 2 we would send a different tier out. Then wave 3 we would start sending the individual issues. So basically everybody's getting their stuff around the same time, but we would just do one at a time because that's a lot of money to plug into shipping all at the same time, which I don't know if we'll be able to necessarily do. We're going to try. Part of the editing gigs that I've taken for other comic books, there's the possibility that money I get paid from that might go into this fulfillment to make sure you guys get your comics. Because one of them, some of you know this, some of you don't, I'm the editor on Almighty Lolly's comic, Cyberpop. I'm also the publisher, but, I'm the editor. That's a paid gig. So, also, I'm the editor on the next issue of Black Rhapsody, Serena's book. So that's another paid gig. So that money will probably go into this. But still, that's money that could be spent on other things, and I would rather sell product. But even so, I want you guys to understand why I did this. And to be honest with you, I should have said this when I started. I should have been completely open about the simple fact that we really needed to be transparent about this. Instead, I had a completely different mindset of just, promote. Don't go into the nilly. Don't say this stuff because you're guilt tripping people. I'm not trying to guilt trip a fucking soul. I'm just telling it like it is. We got fucking stolen from. And I don't want anybody to, unless you're buying this comic for another person, to back it, and not, I want these books to go to people. It's a shitty situation. I fucking hate it. I hate that this happened to me. I hate that the fucking government that I pay taxes to doesn't give a flying fuck that one of their citizens got stolen from. Well, 2 of their citizens got stolen from. But because it's a business by proxy, everybody got fucking stolen from. And they don't fucking care. People wonder why I don't like the culture war thing, and I don't like government, and I don't like political figures anymore. That's why. They don't give a fuck about the little guy. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about fucking anybody but themselves. Only reason you should ever vote somebody is if you have some of the same interests. And even then, I don't think it's worth it. So needless to say, that's why I'm doing this. And everybody got quiet, so I imagine that, some people have got some thoughts about this, in which case, throw them out there. I want to hear your guys' opinions. Did I fuck up? Is this the end? Do you think I should stop? Do you think I should keep going? The worst thing you could do is be quiet right now. Because I am just, I'm disgusted by all this. I really am. I'm disgusted that this happened to me. I'm disgusted that, you know, that I haven't been able to continue my comic book career because of this. I hate the fact that it puts strain on me and Hatman's friendship. I hate the fact that it puts strain on my company and everybody else. Like, this has literally, ever since this shit happened, I have had a sickness in the pit of my fucking stomach. And this is the second fucking year in a row that this sort of thing has happened to me, where I spend a whole goddamn year sick and tired of being sick and tired because I've got a fucking albatross on my neck for something I didn't even fucking do. First it was a white woman, now it's this. But God fucking damn it, you guys are getting your goddamn books. And I promise you guys, if by the time that I am exhausted and I call it a day, if we do not get funded, I will find a way. I will find a way to open something up so you guys who backed this Kickstarter book, you powered through the earned distrust of this platform. You threw your investment at me. All 16 of you who have done that. All 16 of you. I am going to try to make sure that I can get you an opportunity to get your hands on a book. I promise you that. Worst comes to worst, I will email everyone and say, hey, we didn't make it, but the book is done. If you want to PayPal me, I will throw it in the business account, and we'll fucking, you know, we'll add you to the list. You know, just fuck. I fucking hate this situation. Because it's not just about me that gets fucked over. I'm sure that there's people still pissed off at me for stuff from 2, 3, 4 years ago that are laughing their asses off about this. Well, here's the thing. This sort of thing, this sort of theft happening to me, it doesn't just affect me. It affects all my readers. It affects the artists. It affects the letterer. It affects the colorist. And not only does it affect these guys, and, you know, you might be saying, like, well, the book's done, it doesn't affect them at all. Yes, it fucking does, because the same goddamn team is on the fucking crossover that follows this. You're effectively spitting in their face. All I wanted when this whole thing started was to give people what they want. People were begging for good stories. They were begging for writers and creators that give a shit about them, and I give a shit. I want you guys to have good stories. I believe that I can deliver good stories. I believe that everybody who works with me and everybody who creates something with Grindstone is capable of delivering you great stories. Serena is capable of it. Xavier is capable of it. Lolly is capable of it. I would not put myself behind these people if I did not believe in their abilities. And I imagine that there will probably be something somewhere tomorrow, either on Twitter or maybe on the farms or something like that. Nothing against the people on the farms, but people are going to speculate Micah Curtis is done. Nah, I'm not done. When cyberpop comes out, it's going to be stupid successful. It got over 250 signatures on its goddamn mailing list in a week. In a week! That book's going to be successful. And as long as Lolly wants to do it, I want to publish it. And I want to work on it as his editor. I'm not fucking done. I'm just very, very angry about fucking all of this. But that anger drives me. Columbia throws in $5. Says, I've had most humiliating years of my life for the past 2 years, past 5 months, worst police testing hell. The worst thing you can do is give up. I agree. Because you want to know something? It's funny you mentioned that, Columbia. Englewood Book 2 taught me a lesson. The first campaign for it, it's deleted now, but the first campaign for it, I went in overconfident. And it was going to fail funding. It was going to fail funding, so I quit. And I will tell you right now, quitting that campaign was the worst thing that I did since I had gotten divorced. It was the worst feeling I'd ever had. Because I was effectively saying that I wasn't worth it. Now I don't feel that way about myself anymore. My whole thing is a question mark over my own head. I don't know what to think of me. All I know is I do things. And I try to do good. That's it. And then at the end, I will let God judge me. I will let Him state what I am. I will leave that up to Him. Best thing I can do is just try to be good. That's it. Yeah, ate me up inside. Still does, Tyler. Still eats me up. But it drives me too. You know, I'm gonna check the pre-launch on cyberpop. Actually, no, it's not 250. It's 232. Which begs the question: there anybody in here that hasn't signed up for the mailing list on cyberpop? Because here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not done. This book's going to be big. I think it's going to do well for Grindstone. It's going to do well for Lolly. And I'm not going to lie. It's obviously going to do well for me because I get paid. You know? It looks great. We got a great artist on it. It is cyberpunk gloriousness. So I'm not done. I ain't fucking done. We're gonna rock and roll with this. We are going to push forward with this. And here's the thing. Maybe if the next superhero book doesn't work, maybe I shift gears. I got other stories that aren't comic book oriented. The one thing that will break my heart is that I might have to put off doing fucking Lazarus till later. Hey, Grey Jedi. What we're talking about is the final campaign that we're doing for Englewood Book 2. This is what I'm ranting about. Basically, to give you the short story, the funding for the book was stolen by someone because a PayPal account where money was being held temporarily was hacked. And as such, we're basically doing this because we're at a point, because the book is 100% finished, that selling 30 or 40 more books would actually would help with the costs. Because basically any profit that normally would have gone to me and Hatman as the creators of it, I'm just going to plug straight into the production. So that is what I'm talking about. And the link is the pinned comment in the chat. So if you haven't picked up the book already, Grey Jedi, go ahead and click on it. You guys want me to talk about cyberpop for a second? Assuming cyberpunk was the inspiration. Little bit of cyberpunk 2077 or 2020. Bit of Battle Angel Alita. The biggest one, as I was reading through it, the world feels a lot like Ghost in the Shell. But a little bit grimier. Because it's not set in Tokyo, it's set in a very fucked up New York. So if you like Ghost in the Shell, especially standalone complex, you're gonna like cyberpop. It's very great, very good. Lolly and I worked very hard on it. More so him than me. I'm just the editor. But ultimately what an editor does, and Serena can attest to this because I'm editing her book as well. The editor is not steering the ship. We're the navigator. We're the first mate. You know, we're just going in there to make sure that the things that you are trying to accomplish as the artist are being accomplished. So, gosh, got all that off my chest. I haven't been able to say that in a while. Oh, Serena. Take a wild guess what your next big bit of culture is going to be. You're watching Standalone Complex. And I might watch it with you, to be honest with you. I haven't watched it in a while. But, so let's go ahead and kill shit. Whoa, Tyler! Says here, I'm with you on that boat. I've learned of my efforts, and then it disappeared. Hold on. Don't say damn it, it's good stuff, Serena. Hold on. I want to read that whole bit. Thank you for the 420, by the way. By the way, is the music and stuff playing with the alerts? Because I don't hear them. Tyler said, I'm with you in that boat. I've learned in my efforts to get into the pro wrestling business to not quit. Even when the local school kicks you out, I have a good friend who's thriving in the business who's been helping find other places. Dude, I love professional wrestling, Tyler. Like, I envy you. I wish I could do that too. So yeah, do not give up on your dreams, dude. If nothing else, but for my sake, as somebody who can't do it. I'm too old and too beat up at this point. The alerts are in fact bereft of music. Okay. Let me see what's going on there. Let me click this. See if I can replay one of these. Oh, that would be why. You guys hearing it now? And I'll play the one before that, too. Are you guys able to hear it? Okay, it's playing now. Good. Alright, cool. I don't know why it got muted. That's my bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire up the Warhammer.
Sega.
Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Ah! My ears! Fuck! Hold on. Audio options. Jesus Christ. Game is fucking loud. Okay. Campaign. New campaign. Normal. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only killing shit. Warhammer's going woke. I hear with Henry Cavill there might still be some hope. I don't know if the whole thing is going that way. I know a lot of people are pissed off about the way that they handled the what was it? I forget their fucking name. It's obviously not the Astartes. Fuck. Why am I forgetting it? I'm having nominal aphasia right now because I'm tired. Yeah, not the whole thing. There's obviously little bits that people are kind of getting like the things that they want out of it. God, what is it? The Custodies, thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, having female Custodies, like the way that they just threw that in on Twitter. It's like, really? You're not gonna at least like give a lore update as to why this is happening out of nowhere? That to me stank. You know, I'm not a fan of that. And Rational Ginger makes a good point. Pointless lore break. They didn't even have minis prepared. You could have sold shit. I thought Games Workshop was all about taking all of your fucking money. This is why I just play the video games. I don't buy the fucking miniatures. I have my own. I have my own cocaine. When it comes to building and painting shit, okay? I have my own cocaine. It's right here. It's called Gunpla. I love this gun tank, by the way. Have I heard that Henry Cavill is going to be a dad? Yes! I'm very excited. He also had a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Captain Titus, the orcs have massacred the Forge World's...
Oh, hey, look, it's the Matt Ward stand-in.
And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer Jove returning to launch bay.
Oh! Neck pop. Needed that. Thank you. Oh. That was good. Alright, let's do this.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the...
Actually helped me get into Gundam, and buying some of the models and figures sometimes hard to build, but worth the time. Amen, Green Jedi, and I'm glad I could. And I hope you're enjoying. And yeah, I saw Wolverine and Deadpool last night. My buddy woke me up at midnight. I'd only been sleeping for a few hours. And he's like, hey, do you want to go see Deadpool Wolverine? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but you're going to have to buy me food so I can wake up. And he's like, dude, I will splurge for the popcorn. So, like, we hadn't gone to the theaters together in ages, and we watched it last night. It was a blast. It was a very fun movie. And oddly enough, at some points, very wholesome. In a really cool way. But first, let's kill some fucking greenskins. Punch! Punch! What was reload? Oh, it's right bumper. Crush this. Shut up, bitch. Ow. Come here, you fucker. Bye-bye. My shield recharge real quick. Am I ready for Space Marine 2? Fuck yes.
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
Why does the Emperor protect humanity? Because he's human. The Emperor is the greatest humanist of all time. How about this? Does this kill an orc? Yup. I will execute all of you. Fuck. Shut up. God damn it. Go through that. Fuck out of here. With that one. And curb. What happened to the political videos? I unlisted them because I'm not really that pleased about them. They're kind of like from a time where my quality of video making was garbage. So I just wanted the channel to focus on reviews. Because the reviews are where my, like, I think it's obvious the reviews are where my passion's at. At least when it comes to content creation. I've still kept a couple of them up that have kind of a political twinge to them. The one about woke comics is still up, by the way. Like that's the prime example I give to people. I've ever heard about Jurassic the Hunted. I can't say that I have. Bleh. Title drop. Alright. Alright, Mark Strong, let's do this.
Come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading toward the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Like my video about philosophy? Well, cool. That one was alright. Like, some of those videos, like, just the wording was fine. It's just the visual aspect, like, being as low quality as it is, drives me up the fucking wall. Get back here!
Remain calm. Evacuate in orderly fashion. Will not be tolerated.
Alright, what do you got for me?
Access authorized. The Emperor
Nice.
sent you, Space Marine.
Alright, now we got the bolter.
This way, boys.
So now it'll be a little easier to handle shooter boys.
The humans all alone!
But yeah, it goes without saying, like, the stuff that I'm doing now,
Destroy them!
I am a lot more happy with than, like, my older stuff. Some of my older stuff's kind of fucking embarrassing. Again, not necessarily because of the opinions. Though some things I have changed my mind on as time has gone on. Ah, I love bolters. Uh-oh. Ow. Little shit. Yeah, I plan on doing some more Berserk stuff at some point. Obviously not full, like, lore breakdowns and shit. That's Lolly's gig, and I'm not gonna ever infringe on that. But I do, at some point, want to talk about, like, what I feel makes those arcs effective as, from a storytelling perspective.
Are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good
Oh, shut the fuck up, Matt
Days
Ward.
as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself.
Yeah, bitch.
Enemy sighted.
And ammo. Wah! Excuse me.
Thanks, Cannon Captain.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how. Keep firing! Keep firing!
I just made those guardsmen's day. Let's fucking go. That is definitely not a bad idea, Ginger.
Rise, Guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
And sure, dude, you're not wrong, man. Like, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the Universal Century.
Lieutenant's command bunker.
Like, I've been thinking a lot about how we're gonna tackle the Grips War.
Sidonis, let me find this lieutenant.
Excuse me.
Updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs. They fight hard.
No. Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs.
To see a space marine. Watch out for those who fight.
Jesus.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
The one arc of Berserk specifically that I want to tackle is Conviction. Because I feel like it's... I don't really know if it's like the closest to a horror arc that Berserk has, but I would say it's probably the most consistently horror inspired.
You found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you.
Nah.
The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the aura during our jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
Oh, baby.
Himself, it's still under his control.
Fucking chainsword, let's go. Wah, stomp, let's go. Fuck out of here. Come here. Ah! Boom! Oh, I'm getting the fucking guts. Get out of here. I love it, man. You've never played this game? Oh, Ronin, dude. It is so fun. There have been people that compare it to Gears of War. I don't. To me, it plays more like if Dynasty Warriors had guns. Fucking shoot a boys. Fuck off. I'm busy. There. Another 2 down.
Target that squig.
Uh-oh. I'm assuming I'm supposed to go this way. Whoa!
Look out, dropship!
Bring him. Bring him on. There's too many. Oh, shut up, fucking Matt Ward. You suck. You gonna drop people or what, bitch? Let's go. Oh, my bad. Oh, get up there! Boom!
Dropship incoming!
Alright, let's get these supplies here. That all of them? Maybe. Oh, we got big boys. Bleh, shut up. Let's go. Come here. Bitch. Who's next?
We thought we were done for. Where is your commander, guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are ultra.
Oh.
Open this door.
Woof.
Space Marines.
Word from the second.
Hey, Shuriken, what's up?
The greenskins are headed here from the south.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus.
Fucking Cadians, boys.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make a
Well, now we know why they for those of you who've never played this, now we know who, or why they've lasted as long as they have. Cadia stands.
I should warn you.
Cadia broke before the guard did, remember that.
Problem down here.
Because they are not going to let you forget.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
Now I've got Fury.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
That's because the tech priests wouldn't be in the trenches. They'd be out at the Manufactorum. Yeah, shut up. Let's go. Wah! Wah this, you sons of bitches. Boom! Fucking love that execution. I will freely admit I played this game very reckless. That's because it's fun to be reckless in this game. Whenever I play Exterminatus mode, I don't play like this. I keep accidentally shooting Sedonis. I feel kind of bad. Now, if I shoot Matt Ward here, I won't feel bad. Anything in here? Flat. There. Nope. Not even a halfway decent firing position. Whatever. Thump, 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 thump. Sometimes I forget how brown games used to be. Well, give me a second. They're not exactly letting me get to it. Titus, get the... Titus, seriously! I'm trying!
The Orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery?
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago.
Why do I not like Matt Ward? Oh, Ginger already beat it. Yeah, beat me to it.
Now none of our ships can get...
And he's very biased towards the Ultramarines. And, like, tends to treat them like, God's gift to everything. So a lot of people call, the youngest of these three Marines, call him a Matt Ward stand-in. What do we have here?
Weapons authorization confirmed.
Stalker Bolter.
Access granted.
That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
Citizens will be turned...
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
9, 30, 34. Injured
Okay,
workers
Stalker Bolter is
receiving
down on my D-pad. Poke your fucking head out. Boom.
work closely
Orcs
Ow.
on the high ground.
Hey, he said come and get him. God damn it. There we go. That all of them? Is Zeta after Wing? Yes, it is, actually. That is going to be the next series. Will be the Grips War. And the way that is sectioned off is the first video will only cover, like, the very, very beginning of the Grips War, like, what led to the formation of the AUG. And, the second episode will actually be the war proper, and then go on from there. I appreciate it, Serena. We'll see what happens. I've got some hope still. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Space Marines! It's the Space Marines!
Little shit. Okay. Bye-bye.
Once we get through these batteries, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
I hear a shoot-a-boy, but I don't see him. Yeah? What are you gonna do about it? More grenades. Always useful. Thoughts on the Kroot in 40K? The Kroot. Why is it not ringing a bell? Is that a nickname for the Death Corps of Krieg? Or am I thinking of something else? Other alien species under the Tau Empire? I don't know a whole lot about them. I just know that they're Xenos, and we do not suffer as the Xenos to live. Especially anybody under the fucking Tau.
They must be powering Orc contraptions across the battlefield. Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, fuck the Tau.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the Orcs down here.
That's the plan. Where are they at? Oh, I can't use the Star Revolter with this on. I can do this. I really love the jump pack in this. Wah! Come here. Where did that come from? Above me, huh? I see him. Oh, that got him. Nice. I think that's all the ones up on the ramparts. Boom! Does this kill an orc? I think it will. Yeah. Question about Kickstarter. It told me that you take the money off the card on the 28th. Is that thing so you have the money in place? Yes. Basically, they don't charge until if the campaign does not fulfill, they don't charge you. The basic or if it doesn't make goal, they don't charge you. That's the basic idea. And so that way they don't have to process a bunch of like refunds and shit. Because with fuck, I missed it. With Indiegogo, they will they'll just go ahead and charge your card and then refund it. Are there any others? Not seeing any on the high ground. Up we go. Boom! Come here, bitch. Boot. Grande Pando. You first, dickface. Oh wow, that dude went the other way fast. Oh, there's another one over here. Completely missed him. Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to miss. Let me take care of that for you. There. Ah, man.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
Unfortunately.
The orcs right into the gun fortress.
Defense Battery Goliath. Hey, Ronan, every little bit helps, buddy. Trust me, all of it's appreciated. What do we have here? Get back here, you little shits.
This fortress is swarming with orcs. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Oh, the Vengeance Launcher, yes.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
What I really want is to fucking melt a gun. A bigger shooter? How about this one, mate? A big enough?
Authorization Astartes Ultra. Access granted. Lockdown in effect.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Ending safeguard. Remember.
Yeah, good Leandros. You paid attention in class. Okay, that was just spiteful of me. But fuck it, they're orcs. They're not people. Any more? I love this gun. Bitch. I love it. Oh.
Shell storage is below.
Access restricted to upper decks.
Dead air. This is one of the problems with this game is there's not enough dialogue. One thing you should have learned from Gears of War, it's good to have talky parts when you're not doing anything. In fact, that's the best time to do it.
Run short of ammunition.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Nice. Ow! Hey! Fuck you. Yeah? Why this?
We need to get the shell into that loader.
I think I got him.
will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
Herb!
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Could have swore I heard something. Oh well. I hear an orc. But I don't see orcs. Let's go, big boy. Oh, yeah, I get fucking killed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Blah, 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 blah.
This is not a drill.
Fuck, why am I tired? Oh yeah, because I didn't sleep at all last night. Well, I barely slept. I'm trying to make it at least for a few hours. Alright, have we had any new backers since the stream started? No. We have not. Okay. More ammo, more ammo. Open wide. Crush that. Boat. Or right above where I got the vengeance launcher at. Ugh. One for Jenny and one for the Wimp. Oh, for a second there, I thought we left Leandros behind. I was like, yeah, let's go! But nope. He's right fucking there. And his stupid fucking face.
Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Reset for firing sequence.
Well, where are they coming from?
Incoming fire. Incoming.
The enemies of man are here.
They swing on about.
Gun firing in 3, 2, 1.
Enemy sighted.
You know, I appreciate any game that just lets you turn your enemies into, you know, clouds of red mist.
Firing sequence in progress.
What are you giggling about, dummy? I don't know how that all worked, but it worked. Ow.
Place, Captain.
Big guns. We'd be better off seeing this fortress detonate from the outside.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Severe structural damage.
Running time. Why do I hate Leandros so much? Because he's an asshole.
The guardsmen will get their supplies now.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
All right, have a good one, Leo.
Legate!
That was a pretty good grenade throw, if I do say so myself. And I do. Am I hyped for the sequel? Hell yeah. It looks like it's going to be a blast. How long have we been going? Minute 40 or an hour 45. About 15 minutes. I'm going to take a break.
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
The Adeptus Mechanicus are masterful architects.
Their work outlived all of them.
Lieutenant not say these tracks went to the complex causing the Titans?
That thing is a battering ram.
Running time. Leandros, get your fat fucking face out of my way. Oh, I'm out of grenades. Damn. Turn that guy into paste. Okay, who's next? You. Ow. All right. I have no idea who Wacky Modder 88 is.
Now to stop this ram. Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough.
Okay. Still no grenades. Wob this. Bye-bye. Yeah. Ow. Buddy, I'm in the middle of something. Get out of my way.
Sidonis, time to impact.
These trains have point defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead. Forward then. Turret sighted.
Cover me while I get to that weapon.
I keep wanting to hit X to reload. I have no reason to do that. X has never been the reload button in this video game. Did I get him? I did. Okay. Well, I wasn't anywhere near him and it still killed him. Alright, does this kill an orc? Yep. Seems they're not resistant to curb stomping. Still can't believe this game is getting a sequel. I know, it's great, right? Saber Interactive is at an interesting spot. They might end up being like... might end up being an industry leader whenever it comes to video game development in the next year. Because not only are they doing Space Marine 2, they're also they also took over the KOTOR remake. Which I don't know why, but Tim Willett's working on Knights of the Old Republic sounds interesting. Damn.
The job is worth doing. It's worth dying for.
You know, in hindsight, I probably should rip that cannon off. Stomp, 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 stomp. Hup. Oh, that hurt him. I missed that one. Didn't miss that. Fuck. 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 Would you die already? Game, let me kill the fucking orc. God damn it. Where'd he go? Fuck. God damn it. Ah! Yeah, this game has a clear orc bias. Racists. Let's say, please hit. Ugh. Damn it. Got you this time, motherfucker. Ah, I barely missed him. That nailed him. Can I give you my overshield? Thank you. Got him. All right. Run! Da 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 da. Sorry. This game looks fun. It is incredibly fun. Okay.
The Manufactorum still holds. Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold.
I need a break. I'm gonna get up and stretch a bit. Get a little food, Nah, I'm probably gonna go to sleep here in a bit. Let me get up and stretch and see how I feel. And then we'll go. If I'm not feeling that great, we're gonna go ahead and wind up. If I am feeling good, then we will keep going. Give me about 3 minutes. Oh, gosh. I'm feeling very tired. Okay, I'm pretty worn out. I'm pretty exhausted, I'm not gonna lie. KB's at 960. What? Holy shit. What the fuck just happened? We were $40 short. Hold on. Holy shit. Alright. I will keep going. We're almost there.
For long. We must hurry.
Alright. That woke me up.
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufacturer Majakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off. But now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands. Or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. I was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the orcs do. Keep moving. Remain alert.
Yeah, the general consensus is that somebody might have, like, they might have lucked into something very, very, very secret and very, very scary. Hold on a second. A little dark on my end.
Serve the machine god by joining corpse removal crews at your designated evacuation center.
Yeah. I will stick around.
Captain, look. The orcs must be operating that crane.
They will not stop until they break through that wall.
We must disable that crane.
You know, I probably should have thrown the grenade first. There's a lot of you chumps, aren't there? Yeah, that's definitely a fan point if it's on the Game Boy Color. Down he goes. Get fucked, you big piece of shit. Yeah. Whew. What, we did it? We did it. We did it. Hold on. We're there. We got it. Goal reached. Holy shit. Mission complete. We need victory music. Actually, you know what? I need music to kind of soak this in. Let me Sure, dude. Hopefully nobody saw that. I don't want to spoil that joke, but yes, let's use it. Is it bad that I want to just go to sleep right now? I want to just rest. Freedom! No more Kickstarter! Oh, I need the truth. I just want to know something. One of those was the donation. I know it was. Because it jumped like $300. Wow. I don't know. I'm not going to say what this email is. But one person threw a good chunk of money at this. They did not ask for any perks at all. So to that person, if you are watching, I will email you to be just in case anyway. But because of that, I'm gonna make sure that you get one of the box tiers from, if you want it, from the Indiegogo campaign. I wasn't making those available for this, but you will, if you want one, you can have one. I will make sure you get it. Because that's an investment in me and all of my team. And some days I don't know if I'm worth that investment. But because you seem to think so, that means a lot to me. And I will make sure to continue doing what I do. So to that anonymous guy, I will not say who it was. I have a couple ideas of who it might be, but for that person, I just want you to know you're amazing. So, let's do a thing. Let's review. Actually, let me do something else. Let's just kind of go over some things. I'm going to go ahead and close down Space Marine. And what I'm going to do, I want to bring up some art. I want to just talk about some of this stuff, you know? You guys up for some comic book talk before I turn in? I'm going to show off some stuff too. I'm just getting some images together. Sorry, I'm just gathering some images. We're just going to talk about them. Okay. I want to kind of show you guys like some of the sketches that started it all. These were just like tests that that Brian did, my original artist on this comic. This is the this was the very first sketch of the Saint. I'm gonna leave Elijah down here, but this was the very first sketch of the Saint. But yeah, this is the sketch that started it all. You know, I had the script completely written up. I had the idea of what the Saint was going to look like, at least his very first costume. And I threw everything at Brian and I said, go, have fun. Go nuts and show me what you come up with. And this was the first sketch. And I'm like, yeah. This is it. This is the first armor. This is the first outfit. Abso-fucking-lutely. And you can kind of see what I meant in my my video about Fist of the North Star. Is it's kind of like an urban version of Kenshiro's outfit. And to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by that, if I put the two side by side, you'll see it. Just trying to find a good image. You can kind of see what I mean, right? Instead of it being a leather jacket, it's a hoodie. Instead of like the armor being on the shoulders, it's over the chest. It's a bulletproof vest. But both are sleeveless. Like it's supposed to give the same kind of vibes, but not be the same thing. It's inspired by him. But it's also inspired by other things. Inspired by Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat. A couple other designs as well. But You know, we did some test poses and things like that. Then we did sketches of some of the background characters. We have Eric Carroll, the guy in the van in this particular case. He is one of the martial arts students of the Saint. And he is also his tech guy. Then we have Angelica here. She is sort of Elijah's top student, in a sense. There's not a whole lot of her in the first couple of books. She has a presence, but she's not like one of the main focuses. But she is, she's Elijah's top student. She came into the gym with a 2-1 record in MMA. But she also came in with baggage. She was in a bad relationship, doing some partying that she shouldn't be doing, especially when she's trying to train to be a serious mixed martial artist. And she had holes in her game. And the goal with the Saint was to get her learning grappling. Because she's a kickboxer. And a very good one. So, that is her backstory. Then we have the villains that we see in the first saga. Well, two of the villains. We have Terry Trevors, the Titan, as he's nicknamed. Head of one of the gangs, known as the Prophets. Then we have Carlos. So for those of you in the chat who remember the first book and the process of getting the first book funded, what do we think about Carlos? Wow, chat got quiet on me. Somebody will pick it up. But, yeah, these are our villains. Carlos is a lieutenant in the Kings, which is a, there it is. Tyler Preston's got it. Fuck Carlos. I didn't have it on live chat. I had it on top chat. Yeah, fuck Carlos. Anybody who has read the first book, like, fuck this guy. Like, seriously. Like, he is a rat bastard, to say the least. He can go swim in Lake Superior with no vest. Yeah, he's a bastard, to say the least. He was for him in creating him, a big part of my philosophy with the first ENGLEWOOD books was I felt like we had too many villains out there where they were snarky and they were trying to be, like, the writer was more interested in writing the villain than they were the hero. And I wanted to be the opposite of that. So Carlos is a bastard. He sucks, he's a terrible human, he does terrible things, and he deserves to get his ass handed to him. So, we'll come back to that. So book 2, bit of a redemption book, it seems, for me. This cover's by Donald DeLay, colored by Spartan Scotsman, and is obviously a tremendous comic book cover. Like, dear God. The art on display here is, like, just the level of detail. If I zoom in, I'm just going to let this scroll. Just look at the level of detail on the wall. The ambient lighting is really good. The little touches of the skyscrapers in the background. The lines on the faces of the gangsters. The tattoos. The funny thing is that when Donald and I were talking about this cover when we were first brainstorming it, because we were brainstorming this pre-pandemic. The basic idea was that we didn't want it to feel like your typical Batman cover or Daredevil cover or something like that. We wanted it to feel like the gangs were being hunted. So what I did for inspiration is I stopped looking at like Daredevil covers and Batman covers and things like that to kind of get an idea of like the vibe I wanted. I started looking at the covers for Predator comics. And that's how I came up with this sort of an idea. I wanted them to look hunted. I wanted them to be armed to the fucking teeth, but fucking scared out of their minds. Then, there's the Preston Acevedo cover. This is one of those where I have not like sat down and talked with Preston about his inspirations behind this. I just said, you've read the book, you know what the character is, you know what he's about, you know what he looks like, go nuts. And he went nuts. And he originally sketched out a cover, and Armand did the colors on it. And Preston did not like the colors, for whatever reason. I think the reason being is that Armand saw this cover, the original sketch, and he thought, okay, this kind of gives me old school Batman cover vibes. So that's how he colored it, was like a Batman cover. Very dark, very moody, a lot of shadow work, so on and so forth. Preston wasn't really a fan of that because he kind of felt like his pencils were getting drowned out. So he's like, you know what? I'll cut you a deal on painting it. And he did. And so he painted it, and it came out looking like a Simon Bisley Spawn cover instead. Now, I love both. So, like, I'm still holding on to the Armand version. But this is the one that I went with, because when I showed it to people, they went nuts. Because the details of the painting and everything like that just look really, really good. I mean, Preston puts a lot of time into his work. You can see indentations from when bullets have hit the armor, for example. You can see the furrowed brow of the Saint showing how pissed off he is. Because this here, the face mask, this is armor. This is like the same armor that he wears on his body. This on the top is just a balaclava. So, and it's skin tight. So you would see that sort of definition. But the big thing I love about it isn't just this. Like, this feels very Shakespearean in a lot of ways. Very, very Hamlet. This statue in the background, in a lot of ways, I don't know if this was intentional from Preston. I'd have to ask him. Is this right here is emblematic of the Sleeveless Universe. And it's emblematic of where the Saint is. The Saint, in a way, is fighting demons, but also fighting his own demons. And though he is looking triumphant, he could very easily be overwhelmed. That, in a lot of ways, is the thematics of the Sleeveless universe. A lot of the stories that I tell are about struggling with the greater angels and demons of our existence. I just do it in a way that's, I guess you could call it commercially viable, I guess. I do it in a way that's fun. Let's just put it that way. And, yeah, this is one of those where I really feel like it's just this beautiful piece. I really, really want to put this up on my wall at some point. I need more Englewood art in here. Like, I'm very dominated by Three Knights art right now. Because these here are pages from Three Knights. That right there is obviously the cover to the first book. I just have the first Englewood cover. So I'm going to be putting more Englewood art up. I'm thinking about putting one of the covers on the back of this door, on this door here. And put it up with, like, sticky tack or something. But, and another thing I think I'm going to end up doing, because I have my big old Thanos poster over there. I've got my Here's Some Evil poster over there. I'm thinking about moving some of these into the living room. Especially like my Beta Ray Bill and my Venom poster over here. I think I'm going to move those into my living room, and then I'm going to put more of my own artwork up. But yeah, those are the covers of book 2. This one is one that Armand put together. Because he knows that Frank Miller is one of my biggest inspirations. Columbia says, I think painting, while more difficult, is fundamentally better than digital in many ways, because I think the colors and reflections can blend, can be replicated in digital in the same way. It's my current observation. You know, you're not far off. I wouldn't mind doing a whole book that's painted. I have to talk to Preston, and I have some conversations to have about the future of Three Knights, but that's something I might talk to him about and see if he wants to do that, something like that. Because I wouldn't be against it. I have some ideas, but it'd have to be something that we have a long discussion about. But anyway, this is obviously a homage to The Dark Knight Returns. Again, one of my biggest inspirations is Frank Miller. Almighty Lolly, when he talked about Englewood on his stream, because I gave him a copy of both books, he said that he saw a lot of Frank Miller in it, specifically a lot of like Daredevil Born Again influence. And I'm like, yep, right there. There's some Dark Knight Returns in there too, because in a sense, the Saint is a hero that is going back into the fight. It's just a different fight. It's not the MMA ring anymore. It's the streets. It's the gangs. You know. Then here we have a poster that's included in the book for those of you who backed it on Indiegogo. This one is by Bogdan Digital Art, a buddy of mine, who oddly enough, one second, is from Romania. And he knows Wallachia very well. So, he's not from there, not from that region, but he's from Romania. He and I are actually going to be doing a Dracula book together. And this is sort of a promo for that. The Dracula book is called The First Servant. And let me show you guys some art that'll give you an idea of how dark The First Servant is. Because the idea of the sleeveless comic universe is that it is a superhero world where there's not many superheroes built over the top of a portal to hell. quite literally. But let me pull open... So, this will get this video demonetized. But I don't give a shit. This will give you an idea of how dark the first servant is going to be. Script is already done on it, by the way. So yeah, it's going to be very fucked up. It's another Miura inspired book, like Three Nights is. So that's what this is from. Then finally, I need to check something real quick. Finally, we have these two. Seems like somebody's a fan of Hannibal Holocaust. Never seen it. These two. The Saint and Peregrine. The flagship heroes of Grindstone Arts. We're finally going to get to see these guys together in actual adventures now. So this was the poster that we commissioned for the Peregrine campaign. And then on the ENGLEWOOD campaign, this is the one that you guys will be getting. This one I'm a big fan of. For a couple different reasons. First off, it shows off how huge the Saint is. The Saint is a very tall guy. He's 6'4". He's taller than Batman. He's taller than Wildcat, Captain America. A lot of those guys. Like he's way taller. Well, not way taller, but taller. Because like, how tall is Captain America? 6'2". So he's a little bit bigger than Cap. He's a little bit bigger than Batman. He weighs more too. He weighs 240. Big boy. And Perry's short. She's like 5'8" or 5'7". She's a tiny little thing compared to him. But she's obviously the powerhouse of the two. But the Saint is in a lot of ways, this kind of gives you an idea of the difference of their personalities. And sort of like how the situation is going to play out. The Saint, of course, he's stern, focused, but his posture is still relaxed. Perry is moving forward, kind of leaning forward a little bit, She's more inquisitive looking, curious about the things that are going on around her. They're two characters that play very well together. Because the big thing about, or the one thing that's interesting about both of them is that they're both processing pain. But the interesting thing about the Saint is that his method of processing pain and trauma is a lot of what Perry needs in that moment. Because for those of you who haven't read the first Peregrine book, she's dealing with the trauma of the, like, it's not a spoiler, it's the first page, of the death of her father. Her father was a hero in her universe named the Silver Falcon, who was effectively their Superman. And he's permadead right at the start. And everybody's looking at her to take over the mantle. Everybody's looking at her to be the next one, you know? And the Saint's way of dealing with things is the same way he deals with everything. One foot in front of the other. Because if you stop moving, all of your burdens will drown you. What was the line I had him say in there? Let me look it up. Bibbidi 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 bibbidi. Where is it at? Ah, why is Steam opening? Let me minimize that. I cannot remember the line. Remember Wayne really liked it. Wayne was like all over it. He's like, yeah, that's perfect. But the great thing about this is it's canon in both universes. It'll be referenced in the second Peregrine book and the third Englewood book. There is a running gag also that gets in it. So the Saint has a battle van style vehicle. It is called the, what is it? The MRV-1. A multi-purpose reconnaissance vehicle. Or MARV for short. Why do you call it MARV? Because Saint Mobile sounds stupid. And then Echo, I showed you guys him earlier. When he sees Perry, he actually has a hello nurse moment. It's going to be a very entertaining book. Did you guys ever see... Did I ever... The trailer. Hold on a second. Is there anybody who doesn't remember the trailer? Where, pray tell, is it? There's Englewood Book 2. In North Carolina, getting your comics. Ah, there it is. Should have called it the church van and ran with the joke. That would have been good too. Let me mute myself real fast.
Hey there. Looks like you could use a little help.
Fuck yeah. And speaking of that mailing list, link is in the description, by the way, or at least it should be. You do get this print for free if you buy physical. And I'll leave this up here for a bit. Who's that voicing Perry? That's Martyr. She has taken over as the voice of Peregrine, and I would love to keep her that way. She's a lot better than the last person who did it. So, this is where we continue. This is the next step, guys. The Saint and Peregrine. Dark Night in the Windy City. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. Let's get a little music going. But now that we're here, now that we're finally here, that we're at this next step, I'm going to get together with the guys and start planning out the release. So, feels good, man. Feels very good. So, I want to say thank you to everybody who backed the book to get us over that hump. For anybody who watches this, catching up on it, the campaign is up for another 18 hours. In which case, you can still get your hands on a copy of Englewood Book 2 if you would like. And Book 1, don't forget that. The whole saga. So, so to everybody who backed this campaign, who made it a success, who made this, by the way, the very first successful crowdfunding campaign under Grindstone. Thank you for everything. Seriously. And Animage and I ran out already. What the fuck? Really? You know what? Fine. I'm going to go get some rest. Read a little bit before I go to sleep. And have a victory Pepsi. Next time we stream, maybe we'll get to finish this gun tank. And we will keep going. Because, like the saint says, if you stop, your burdens will drown you. God bless all of you, seriously. I love you all. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Later.